The year is 1958, in a seaside town in the United Kingdom, where we will find an ordinary boarding house with a peculiar resident. This is where the madness begins.
Stanley talks to women like he would to anyone, and in that time, women were supposed to be treated like princesses.
Was it nice?
What?
The fried bread.
Succulent.
Don't say that.
Say what?
Succulent. You shouldn't say that to a married woman.
Stanley, as he goes through his mundane life, is not the society describes as a good role model. Though some part of society today say that is the essence of life.
Also, talking affectionately to a woman, to a married woman, is like driving someone else's car, and women were Cadillacs.
Is that a fact?
Yes.
Well, if I can't say it to a married woman, who can I say it to?
You're so bad.
In some cases, however, such as this one, women are an old car that the driver has gotten used to driving, and may just leave it in the garage for a while and not care if it goes for a spin. Stanley is being given the car by the car itself and drives it when he pleases. He doesn't treat a lady like the expectations of the time. When he talks to Meg, he calls her succulent, and though she tells him not to, he continues to do it. This makes Stanley feel like, for a moment, he can do anything he wants with her, which is probably how he has felt for a long time.
Even before breakfast, women wearing their dresses, and men in their sharp shirts and clean-cut ties. Stanley fails this immediately by wearing the same darn thing throughout the meat of the story. Pajamas. He sleeps in the pajamas, he eats in the pajamas, and even in his birthday party, he wears the pajamas continuously.
Stan,
What?
am I really succulent?
Yes. I'd rather have you than a cold in the nose any day.
You're just saying that.
It gives him power, and people go mad with power.
The time period and culture of the story scream that is wrong. People were supposed to get up in the right time and get fully dressed and ready for the day.
Hey, Mark, what now? Just one thing. This job, listen, this job, is it gonna be like any other? Just answer me this. Is it gonna be like any other?
The main issue is a singular issue, and quite distinct from your previous work. Certain elements, however, might approximate from that work. Certain elements, however, might well approximate in points of procedure to some of your other activities. All is dependent on the attitude of our subject. McCann, I can assure you that the assignment will be carried out and the mission accomplished with no excessive aggravation to you or myself.
As Stanley advances through the plot, we see just about everyone call him a washout. This is mainly because he has no working career and doesn't keep up with hygiene. As a man in the late 50s, he is obviously looked down upon. Men were supposed to make a living for their families and let their wife not have to work, outside of the house, that is. Now, Stanley is failing on that immediately because he has no family. Yet, he does enjoy the attention he gets from the women.
Hello.
Hey.
Why don't you come out for a bit of air? You depress me looking like that.
Air? I don't think that's a good idea.
But I have sandwiches.
What kind of sandwiches?
Cheese.
I'm a big eater, you know.
I'm not very hungry anyway.
How would you like to go somewhere with me?
Where would we go?
Nowhere. There's nowhere to go. Still, we could go.
But where would we go?
Nowhere. It wouldn't matter. We could still go.
You're a bit of a washout, aren't you?
The first time he is called a washout in the storyline is by Lulu. This affects him because Lulu always liked him. She was a spunky 20-year-old who liked him. a jobless, 30 going on 40-year-old slob. It bumped up his ego. As she started to lose respect for him and called him a washout, it hits him like a punch in the chest. This is where he starts to lose grip on the state of mind. Now if he might have progress and made a change, highly debatable. But that was not at all. Being told by an outsider of his regular day-to-day life that is a washout is what hits him hardest.
Weber, what were you doing yesterday?
Yesterday?
And the day before? And the day before that?
What do you mean?
When did you come to this place?
Last year.
Where did you come from?
Somewhere else.
Why did you come here?
My feet hurt.
Why did you stay?
I had a headache.
Did you take anything for it?
Yes.
What?
Fruit salts.
Eno, Sir Andrews.
And
Did you stir it properly? Did it fizz?
now you wait, you.
Did they fizz or didn't they fizz?
He doesn't know.
You don't know. When's the last time you had a bath?
I have one every
Don't lie. What have you done with your wife?
in
Answer.
what wife?
He killed his wife.
Why did you kill your wife, Weber?
What wife?
You stink of sin.
I can smell it.
It's late.
Late enough. What is your trade?
I play piano.
How many fingers?
No hands.
No society would touch you. Not even a building society.
You're traitor to the cloth.
Now speak up, Weber. Why did the chicken cross the road?
He wanted to. He wanted to.
He doesn't know.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
He wanted.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
He wanted.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what came first. Chicken, egg, which came first?
Which came first? Which came first? Which came first? You're a plague, Weber. An overthrow.
This has all building up through the plot as Stanley tries to cling to whatever strip of reality he has left. But it is all for naught when they bring up the subject of his wife, which reminds him he had a chance to live up to the standards of society. But carelessly, he lost the opportunity. His personal hygiene is an element of concern. Cleanliness, being close to godliness. Stanley is probably Satan. Not only he wearing dirty clothes, he has not bathed for some time. Golden McCann used this against his along and gender roles and family expectations to break the little man that dwells inside of him. They do this by pulling it up on him before his party. So doing, he is just a living corpse, throwing nonsense questions followed by bringing up the past life decisions is what really makes him crack.
As the story progresses, nevertheless, he goes on a level that society today looks harshly at, and it's for a good reason.
Lift your glasses. Stanley, happy birthday.
Happy birthday! And many happy returns of the day, Stan!
Lulu, you're a bright girl. Why don't you come over here?
Oh, you think I should?
Try it.
I'll just bounce to the ceiling. Oh yes! A game!
A game? What game?
Blind man, blind man, blind man. What happened? I can't see a thing! Ah! Woo!
party with Lulu, he sexually assaults her, obviously, without her permission. Knowing what he has done, and the horror of what he did outside his frame of mind is what sets him off the cliff. Lulu still doesn't know that it's him. In our society, some people may disagree, saying she would have enjoyed it. But in the time period of the story, his actions are looked at with for shame.
Stanley is affected by the etiquette, expectations
By
of
gender roles,
family expectations, by not living up to them, and that is eventually sends him off the cliff.
We're taking him to Monty.
We can look after him.
Don't be silly. Why do you want to look after him?
He's my guest.
He needs special treatment.
We'll find somebody.
No, Monty's the best there is. Bring him, McKen.
Leave him alone.
Why don't you come with us, Mr. Bowles?
Yes, why don't you come with us?
Come with us to Monty. There's plenty of room in the car.
Don't you let them tell you what to do!